Hi, I'm Samantha. This is my pillow fort, and this is also my original tag. I'm gonna push some books on you. Like I said, I made an original tag, and I looked to see if anyone else had done a book pusher tag. There is a book pusher account, but we are going to go through a list. I have 10 questions for you, and they are about pushing books on other people. Question number 1. What is the one book or series that you hope people will read as a result of your BookTube legacy? For me, Oval, of course. I made a friggin' plant hanger in dedication to this book. It's smart and witty, it's just funny and weird, and it's soft science fiction, so it's not overwhelming for people. It's got climate change discussion, it's got the fake mountain in Germany, it's got discussion about whether or not corporations should be responsible for not entrepreneurship, altruism. It's got people taking drugs. It's a wonderful book. It's really good. Number 2, what is a book or series that you push on your friends and family routinely? Oh, if you haven't guessed by the time of getting to this video, if you've gone through any of my other book tags, it's going to be The Raven Cycle. Question 3, what is a book that BookTube, has pushed on you that you absolutely fell in love with? I am going to credit Perustopia, aka Reagan, for the Mistborn trilogy. The first 3 books. I'm iffy about the last 3 that have been out so far. There will be more, but those first 3 were really damn good. What is a book that YouTube has pushed on you that you have hated? I don't know if BookTube meant to push this book on me, and that would be the Starbound trilogy. I think there's also a novella, which I will pass on because, yeah, it's fine. Each book in this series begins with a meet cute situation, and then the protagonists go on to have to solve a situation. I don't remember how the series ends. I just read this like 2 years ago, so you would think that. Number 5, what is a book routinely recommended to you, not through BookTube, through like friends, which you have sidestepped? I have a visual. My mother recommended this to me. Accidental Heroes by Danielle Steele. I have only sidestepped this because of the author's name, because I know her as a romance novelist, and she says there is romance in here, but it's not the core plot of the book, and she absolutely loved it, and as a result she wanted me to read it. And it seems to be like a 9/11 type novel. It sounds kind of corny, so that's why I've sidestepped it, but I am going to read it, and I promise to read it this year. Number 6, what is a book or series that you think is underrated? We're talking about books that really should be discussed more on YouTube because they're good. Number 1, The Curse Workers series by Holly Black. This kind of relates to people have to wear gloves everywhere they go because you don't really know who has curses. They're like a magic system that if you touch someone, your weird magic thingy could be transferred to them. But I mean, you have to make effort to transfer that they call it cursing. Some people can kill people on the spot, some can maim, some can give people bad dreams, some can transform people into other things, some can alter memories. They've all got really trippy skills, and it's actually a really solid series. And it's Holly Black, so everyone knows her name, but no one ever really talks about it on YouTube. Number 7. What is a book you recommend for a good cry? I've mentioned this in a couple of other tags, but a book for me, it's going to be The God-Shaped Hole. I do recall crying to the point of having the nose drippings, so it's pretty intense. And I got a number of friends to read this book, so, and they all liked it, well, for the most part. My old college roommate hated me for it. She really liked the reading experience though, because it's well written. At number 8, a book you recommend for a good laugh. I mean, I want to recommend everything by David Sedaris, especially Dress Your Family in Corduroy. And for an additional gut-splitting book, this is more on a witty level, I'd say. Early Riser by Jasper Ford. This one actually touches upon some pharmaceutical themes and also zombies and people eating one another because they took a pill that's supposed to help them hibernate, but things didn't go so well. It's also about class issues. There's a lot of stuff going on in this book, but it's just dry humor, and it is funny as hell. And actually, that's an author that I plan to explore more because I found that book so hilarious. Number 9, your favorite nonfiction recommendation. I do consume a lot of nonfic. I'm gonna push on you Radium Girls. This is about the radium dials that were created way back when Madame Curie was still alive, and but the women who were painting the radium onto the watch hands and faces, I think the watch hands, and how they all ended up with very painful and disfiguring, we'll call them cancerous tumors. Some people just had their jaws removed, some people ended up losing limbs. It's horrifying. I read this on an ebook. I recommend a hardcover or paperback because I think that the pictures are, I don't know if they're spread out throughout the book, but at least when they give you a book plate number, you can just flip through it. It's harder to do in an e-reader because they're all bunched up at the end. And lastly, your recommendation for a book of comfort. For that, I'm reaching out to Sourdough by Robin Sloan. I actually just recently reread this because, well, it's about bread making. So it's delicious and you can practically smell it. But I also recommend this as an audiobook because I do incorporate some music into the audiobook because there's music of the mosque and it's what's played to the sourdough to help it as it grows. This is a really great book to consume. My only criticism is that it doesn't have any recipes in it. I'm hungry now and I really want some bread. That's it. That is my original book tag. I pushed some books on you. Now I want you to go and push books on other people. So I'm gonna tag you, viewer, whomever you are. If you're doing this tag, please let me know in the comments down below. Just say, hey, I did this tag, because I'd like to see what books you are recommending. I'm specifically going to tag Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. Have at it, Scott and Nell. I hope you guys have a good time with this. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will be seeing you very soon with another video.